Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Catherine.
I came to wish you good night.
This early? You must still be jet-lagged after your long flight from Europe.
Yeah, I feel tired, and that evening news made it worse.
Yeah, tell me about it. I can't believe how long it's taking Bill to find out who kidnapped that girl.
Bill?
Bill Manny, the sheriff. Remember him? He's a good guy, but for some reason he doesn't seem to be working very hard to solve this case. Ah, if only I were younger.
You know, Grandma, I'm sure a great investigative reporter like you would solve this case in no time.
I'm too old for this now. About half a century too old. I'll be 75 next week. You must be tired. Now off to bed.
Good night, Grandma. Is this a dream? Cool. I've never felt like this before. It feels so weird. Hi there. What's your name? What happened? You look scared. Who are you? What's going on here? Where am I? It feels really weird to be in a dream. This must have something to do with that girl I just saw. She didn't say anything. She just stared at me. I've got to find something to help me understand who she is. A piano. The girl must be a music lover. I think this strange-looking instrument might help me figure out who she is. Lisa Fremont, the girl who was kidnapped. How is this even possible? At least I know she's alive and well, just very scared. I've got to tell Grandma. Grandma!
Catherine, what's the matter?
Morning, Grandma. Listen to this. I saw Lisa Fremont in a dream last night.
Lisa Fremont? The poor girl who was kidnapped?
That's right. They showed her picture on the news last night. I recognized her. She's locked up in some dark room, and she's scared. Grandma, we have to rescue her. We have to find her.
I'm afraid I don't know how to help her. I'm too old to launch a full-scale investigation. I wish I was your age.
But Grandma, you're an ace investigative reporter. You know lots of people. I'm sure we will find her if we work together. You could tell me what to do, and I could carry on the investigation with your help.
Let me think about it. Now, where did I put my business card organizer? I also need to find my photo archive before my birthday, so my friends and I can remember all the great times we've had together.
Grandma, let me help you find your business card organizer and photo archive. Where can they be?
They've got to be somewhere here in this room.
Okay. When I find them, can we start our investigation?
Yes, in the meantime, I'll think about where I would start if I was doing this investigation myself.
Grandma, is this the business card organizer you were looking for?
That's it. How did you find it so quickly? Well done, Catherine. Now I won't forget anyone when I send out the invitations to my birthday party.
I'll keep looking for your photos and album.
It shouldn't take you very long. You're such a smart girl.
I found all the photos. Now, I just have to find the album, so I'll have a place to organize them. Gosh, I wonder how it got way up there. Now I need to organize the photos in the album by event.
found all my photos and organized them. Good girl. You have no idea how long this would have taken me without you. This will be the high point of my birthday party. We'll sit down after coffee and look at the photos, reminiscing about our youth.
Grandma, what about our investigation?
Investigation? Well, the first thing I would do would be to go to Lisa's school and talk to her teachers. Perhaps they noticed something unusual before her disappearance. School's out in 15 minutes, so the noisy school kids won't get in your way.
Thanks, Grandma. I'll head over there right now. Mr. Carlson?
Yes, you must be Tim Hoskins' sister, here to find out why he did so poorly on his latest assignment? But your voice sounded different on the phone, and I think we agreed to meet tomorrow?
My name is Catherine, and I'm not Tim Hoskins' sister.
Nice to meet you, Catherine. You can call me John.
Okay, John. I'm conducting an independent press investigation about Lisa Fremont, the girl who went missing, and...
Excuse me for interrupting, Catherine, but do you know what time it is?
4:15.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that I have an important meeting at 5:30, and I can't be late. I have some reports that I need to grade before the meeting, and my lock needs to be fixed. I'm just too busy to talk with you today. How about tomorrow? No, wait. I'm seeing Miss Hoskin tomorrow. How about sometime later in the week?
Later in the week? Listen, John, what if I help you now, and while I'm helping you, we'll talk?
Great idea. But first I need to find my glasses. The kids hid them around here somewhere.
Are these your glasses?
Yes. Thanks a lot. So what do you want to know about Lisa?
Did you notice anything unusual the day she disappeared?
Unusual? Let me think. What time is it?
4:35.
I'm running out of time, and the batteries in my clock died 2 days ago. I know I've got some rechargeable batteries here somewhere, but where?
Let me help you find them.
That would be great. I'll start grading the reports in the meantime. I really appreciate your help. It was embarrassing asking everyone what time it was. Now I should have enough time to grade all the reports, and we'll still have time to talk. Except a few of the reports are missing. I must have misplaced them.
Okay, I'll look around for them.
Great! That looks like all of them. Now I just need to grade them. By the way, these reports are about Aesop's fables. Are you familiar with them?
Of course.
You are?
Yes, here's a quote. No evil, whether it be small or large, ought to be tolerated.
That's right. You know, something strange happened in my class the other day. One of my students, Tim Hoskin, the boy I mentioned earlier, he knows a lot about literature, but he likes to fool around. This time he mixed up some lines from one of Aesop's fables in his paper to illustrate his idea of Aesop's writing style.
Sounds interesting. May I take a look?
Go ahead. It would help me a lot if you could correct the sequence in his paper.
I got it.
Excellent. You've been a great help.
So do you remember anything else?
Yes. The last day that Lisa came to school, I saw this car outside. I'd never seen it in this neighborhood before. It didn't seem unusual to me at the time, But now that you've asked, I guess it was a little odd.
A car? Do you remember what kind of car it was?
I'm not sure. But it was black. No, actually, I think it was dark gray. Or was it? I'm not sure. It was definitely an expensive car. I noticed it because it looked expensive. That's all I can tell you.
Not even the make of the car?
No, I'm sorry.
Was it parked outside this window?
Yes, right there. Very close. I must have seen its license plate. I think the first letter was a V, but I'm not sure. I don't want to mislead you.
Thanks anyways. A dark gray, expensive car.
That's right.
Do you remember anything else out of the ordinary that day?
No, nothing that I can think of. What time is it? Sorry, I forgot my clock is now fixed. Let me walk you to the exit.
Hi, Catherine.
Good evening, Grandma.
How did your visit at the school go?
I talked to Lisa's teacher, Mr. Carlson, but I didn't learn very much.
What did you find out? You might have learned more than you think.
Well, he remembered that he saw a car he had never seen before near the school building on the day Lisa disappeared. The car stopped right outside his classroom window, but he couldn't remember the license plate number or even the make of the car. Although he does remember seeing the license plate clearly.
Did he remember anything at all?
He said the car was dark gray and looked expensive.
See? That's something. Did he remember anything else?
Nope, that was it. So what do we do now, Grandma?
Mr. Carlson would probably remember the license plate number in a dream if he saw it clearly that day, like he claims. Our subconscious stores a multitude of minor details we think we've forgotten a long time ago.
How can we get him to remember what happened that day just by dreaming? And how can we get him to memorize it all and tell us?
I think you saw that girl in a dream for some reason. You should try to see if you can see Mr. Carlson's dream.
How do I do that?
I don't know. I met a man who could see other people's dreams once when I was doing some research for a story I was writing.
How did he do that?
He didn't tell me the specifics. I think before going to bed, he invoked certain associations identified with the person whose dreams he was trying to see. Well, there's no harm in trying.
Okay, I'll try.
Good night, Catherine.
Good night, Grandma. Sweet dreams. Okay, now where am I? It looks like John's classroom, but I'm not sure. Yes, it definitely looks like his classroom, only I'm seeing double. Well, I'm seeing two of certain objects anyway. I guess dreams work in mysterious ways. I need to get rid of all these pairs of objects so they won't get in the way of Mr. Carlson's memories. Now this looks more like the classroom I saw this afternoon. That's weird. There are two identical classrooms, but something seems different. It looks like one is the classroom remembered by John, and the other is the classroom stored in his subconscious. I think the differences may reveal something important. It's working. I never thought it was possible to get information from someone else's subconscious. Now that I know what kind of car it was, I can try and find out the license plate number. Great! Now that I know the license plate number, I should be able to figure out who drove it to school that day. Grandma, you're not gonna believe it.
What? What happened?
I went to Lisa's classroom in a dream and I saw the car. It was a dark gray Volvo with a license plate RGA763.
See, it worked. And you were afraid it wouldn't. You've shown some amazing aptitude since you got here.
But what does it all mean? And how does it work?
I'm afraid that I don't know. But I can give you an invitation to my birthday party to take to Bill Manny. While you're there, you can try to find out who owns the car you saw in your dream. I don't know anyone who drives that kind of car.
Thanks, Grandma. Mr. Manny.
That's me, Sheriff William Manny, at your service.
My name is Catherine Tabor. I'm Ann Robinson's granddaughter.
Little Kathy? Boy, you sure grew up in a hurry. Last time I saw you, you were just a little kid in elementary school.
I remember you too. You had this amazing black mustache.
I still do, but it's not really black anymore. Now what can I do for you?
Mr. Manny, I'm here to give you an invitation to my grandmother's birthday party.
An invitation? Well, that's nice. Tell Ann that I'll definitely be there. Anything else?
Well, I thought you might be able to help me find out some information.
Information? Are you trying to be an investigative reporter like your grandma? That's wonderful.
So can you help me?
First, you've got to prove to me that you can handle a challenging and responsible job like investigative reporting. It's not for everyone.
How can I prove it to you?
For journalists, one of the most important skills is to be able to gather information. Are you any good at it?
I think I can handle it. I remember when I was younger that you loved the sea and used to tell us stories about great sea adventures.
That's right. Being by the sea is a great place for adventure. and I feel emotions there that I don't feel anywhere else.
Now let's pretend that your office is a crime scene, and I have to find all of the sea-related objects in your office as part of the investigation.
Sounds like a great exercise. Go ahead. There's plenty of them around. Wow, you're just like your grandma. She always pays close attention to detail. That's a great skill for an investigative reporter. So, how does it feel being a detective? Do you like it?
I love it.
So, what did you want to find out?
I need to track down the owner of a certain car.
A car. Interesting. There's a car in one of the cases I'm working on right now. A few days ago, someone parked their car on the grass in Central Park and destroyed some rare and protected plants. We have a tire tread pattern for that car, but it got mixed up with some other tread patterns in our file.
Perhaps I can help you find it.
You can try. We need to find the tread pattern that doesn't have a match. Very good. We have some eyewitness accounts for this tread. We have questioned all the people who could have seen this car, and now need to review their testimonies. We have to put the information from the testimonies together to find out the violator's license plate number. Way to go, Catherine. This is the only number that matches all of the testimonies. Unfortunately, the car's from another state. I'll send a report to the DMV, and they'll see that the guy gets it.
Mr. Manny?
Yes?
What about my investigation? Will you help me?
Well, you've done a great job helping us. I think I can return the favor. Just let me light my pipe and I'll be ready to listen to your story. Say, where's my pipe? I can't remember if it's in here or if I left it in the other office. I'll go get my pipe now and I'll be right back.
Mr. Manny, is this your pipe?
That's it, all right. Thanks for finding it. Where was it?
It was right there, behind the phone and hidden behind a stack of papers.
I wonder how I could have missed it. You've got a very sharp eye. Now I know you've got what it takes to conduct challenging investigations. Now let's hear this story of yours.
I need information on the owner of a dark gray Volvo with a license plate RGA763.
Piece of cake. There's only one car like that in town. It belongs to one Harry Rosenfeld. That guy owns the local TV channel. He's a very prominent person here in town. I know he bought this car recently. Was that all you wanted to know?
Yes, thanks a lot, Mr. Manny. Grandma!
Hi, Catherine. How was your meeting with Bill?
I found out who owns the dark gray Volvo. It's Harry Rosenfeld.
Really? Mr. Rosenfeld? The man who owns the local TV station?
Mr. Manny said there's only one car like that in the area.
I know Harry Rosenfeld. We have met on several occasions. After all, we're both in the media business. Here's what we'll do. I'll give you an invitation for him, and you'll try to find out what he was doing at the school that day, okay?
Okay, I'll go see him right now.
Excuse me, miss, but what are you doing here? Do you have an appointment?
Hello, Mr. Rosenfeld. My name is Catherine. I'm Ann Robinson's granddaughter. You know the journalist? Maybe you remember her.
Certainly, we used to work together. So, what brings you here?
She asked me to deliver this invitation to her birthday party. It's this Saturday.
That's very nice of her. Excuse me, I have to take this call. Yes? Yes? No! I'm sorry, Catherine, but I can't talk right now. I would talk to you, but my secretary's dog is sick, and she rushed home to take care of him. Now I gotta run the office by myself.
Well, maybe I can help you.
Really?
Sure. I have free time today, and I think I would enjoy the experience.
Great. I'm looking for this red folder. Can you find it? My secretary left this mess behind. I keep getting calls regarding the information in that folder. Can you find it? The problem is, it's probably one of many red folders, and I'm not sure exactly which one I need right now. Can you collect all the red folders for me? Then I'll sort them out and find the one I need.
No problem.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, if you will just wait a little bit, I can introduce you to the best show at our station, the Evening News.
Sounds great. I'll wait.
Would you like something to drink? Feel free to make yourself some coffee.
Great. I'll do that.
Sorry for making you wait so long.
No problem. I made some coffee.
Good. Only 3 minutes till the news comes on. Let's turn on the TV. It appears that my secretary was in such a hurry to get to her sick pet that she didn't reconnect all these cables correctly. How are we going to watch the news? I haven't missed the news since I bought this TV station.
May I try?
It would be great if you could fix this quickly. We're almost out of time. Thanks for your help, Catherine. The news is just starting now. Let's watch.
Our next story will be of particular interest to parents of talented children. The final audition to determine the candidates that will represent our city at the State Youth Talent Show will take place at the Community Center in 2 days. We're sure the judges will have a difficult time making their final selection. The young contenders and their parents are excited and have been rehearsing their numbers day and night. But, as usual, the judges will be tough and impartial, and only the very best will win.
Okay, I'll be right over. I'm sorry, I have to run to a meeting now. You can stay and finish your coffee. I'll tell the guard to let you out. Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Bye. Wow, he left me all by myself. Boy, am I lucky. His secretary must know his daily schedule, and her planner will tell me why Mr. Rosenfeld drove to the school that day. The information is probably in her computer. It's turned off. I've got to figure out how to turn it back on. Apparently, Mr. Rosenfeld drove to the school to see his godson that day. He wanted to show off his new car. It looks like I've been barking up the wrong tree. Bad news, Grandma.
What happened? Didn't you get to see Mr. Rosenfeld?
I saw him, but it was all for nothing. Mr. Rosenfeld's godson goes to the school. He drove over there to pick him up that day. So what do we do now? I was so upset I totally forgot to leave him your invitation.
Well, as my grandmother always used to tell me, you've got to sleep on it. We'll figure out what to do next in the morning. Besides, so far, you're a better sleuth in your dreams.
Okay. Good night, Grandma.
Sleep tight, dearie.
Lisa, is that you? Can you hear me? Do you know that I'm here? Who are you? Why are you keeping her here? She's scared. Let her go. Where am I? Is this another dream? Maybe it's someone else's dream. There's no one here. I need to figure out where I am. He looks exactly like that man I saw in Lisa's room. He must be one of the kidnappers. If this man spends a lot of time here, perhaps I can find some clue that will help me with the investigation. What are all these scraps of paper doing around here? Maybe he's trying to get rid of some evidence. Now I need to put the photograph back together. I wonder what's on it and why he was trying so hard to get rid of it. house. Maybe this is where they're keeping her. Grandma!
Good morning, Catherine. Any interesting dreams last night?
Yes, Grandma. I saw Lisa again, and there was a man with her.
Did you take a good look at him?
Yes. Well, no, not exactly. Not right away. I was in his dream and saw his photograph. I think it was him.
A photograph? What does he look like?
Well, not much stands out, really. But he's athletic, has a mustache, and wears a baseball hat.
Yes, that pretty much sounds like your average Joe. Let's just hope you run into him on the street sometime.
But that wasn't all.
Really? What else did you see?
I saw a photograph of a house in the same dream.
A house? Can you describe it?
Part of the photo was ruined, and the image was out of focus. All I can say is it looks like an upscale 2-story mansion. The best part of the photo was this fountain in front of the house.
Houses with fountains out front are few and far between around here.
A fountain with a dolphin structure.
A dolphin? There's only one house like that around, Dr. Barton's. Could he really be involved in this?
You know him?
Yes, I do. And I was going to invite him to my birthday party.
Let me take an invitation to him.
Good idea. Here you go. But I just can't believe the doctor could be involved in this. He's a good man and he's well respected by everyone in the community.
Thanks, Grandma. I'm off to the doctor's now. What kind of doctor is he, by the way?
He's an optometrist.
Good. Then I don't have to be afraid of anything like shots.
Hello, young lady. I'm Dr. Barton. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Catherine Tabor, Ann Robinson's granddaughter.
It's a pleasure to meet the granddaughter of our famous journalist.
My grandma asked me to give you this invitation to her birthday party.
Thanks. I'll definitely come. Did you come here for your grandma's big birthday celebration?
Yes, I arrived a few days ago. How long have you been a doctor here?
For many years. I opened my own private eye clinic here more than 30 years ago.
Do you get many patients?
Plenty. And I see each of them myself, so all my patients get a fully personalized treatment plan. How's your eyesight?
Seems okay. I never thought about it.
Would you like to take some tests at my clinic? I developed the tests myself. And as the granddaughter of Mrs. Robinson, it's not going to cost you a dime. I don't have any patients scheduled this morning, and I would be curious to hear your opinion as a new person in town.
Sure, why not? I don't have any plans right now.
Great. In the first test, you'll have to find all the letters. But remember, it's a test for the sharpness of vision, so the letters may be huge or tiny. You did very well.
Thanks.
Now rest your eyes.
Doctor, this big house. You live here too, right?
Yes, that's right. My eye clinic is on the first floor, and I live upstairs. You don't want to know how many eye examinations I had to give in order to be able to buy it.
It looks fantastic, especially the dolphin fountain.
Thanks. That fountain is my pride and joy. I just wanted to have something different. Now for the next test.
Okay.
The next test measures your perception of basic geometrical shapes. You did very well on this one, too. Now let's take another break before we do the last test. Let your eyes rest a little. So, you're here to visit your grandma. I just got back from visiting some of my family, my grandchildren. They are simply angels.
How many grandchildren do you have?
2, Sam and Pat. I just got back 2 days ago, and I already miss them.
How long did you stay?
Almost 3 weeks. If you'd arrived here a little earlier, we would have missed each other. So, are you ready for the next test?
Sure.
Good. In this test, you need to select figures by color and shape. Way to go! You got great eyesight. Now take a break and let your eyes relax.
Doctor, does it take a lot of work to maintain such a large...
I can't complain. In fact, I enjoy doing the work.
And what about when you went away to see your family?
There was nothing special to it. I set the burglar alarm. I also asked Sheriff Manny to drive by every now and then to check on things. There's nothing to worry about, really. It's a quiet little town. Nothing ever happens here. Well, that's everything. I'm giving your eyes a clean bill of health. What'd you think of my methodology?
It's quite unusual and creative.
It was a pleasure to see you. Get it? See you? Oh, I'm sorry, I have a visitor. Will you be at your grandmother's party?
Of course.
Good. I'll see you there.
Bye.
Good evening, Catherine.
Hi, Grandma.
What took you so long? How was your meeting with the doctor? Did you learn anything new?
The doctor's a really nice man. He checked my eyesight using his own methodology, and we talked during the breaks between the tests.
And?
I've got great eyesight.
Any new developments concerning Lisa?
There's no way Lisa is in that house. The doctor just got back from spending nearly 3 weeks with his family. His burglar alarm was on while he was away. And on top of that, he asked Mr. Manny to keep the house under surveillance.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't believe the doctor could be involved in this. Did you recognize his house?
To be honest, I don't really remember the house that well. At first, I thought it was the house I saw in that picture, but then I really wasn't sure. Even the fountain looked different.
That's strange. His is the only one with a fountain like that around here. Did you try to talk to Lisa in your dream?
I called out her name, but she didn't respond.
I think you should try to talk to her again. She probably knows where she is, and maybe she can tell you.
Grandma, how come I had this dream with Lisa and then started seeing other people's dreams?
I've been thinking about this. I think it might be possible that Lisa also has the ability to see other people's dreams, and the two of you have something in common.
Like what?
I don't know, but the only way to find out is from one of your dreams, or one of Lisa's.
That sounds complicated.
It may be less complicated than you think. Before you go to bed, try to visualize what you would like to learn about Lisa in a dream. Maybe that will help.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Okay, this is Lisa's room. But what can I learn about her here? Perhaps her toys can tell me something. She has a lot of lions. I had a lot of those too when I was young. Could that be all we have in common? There's got to be something else. That's an interesting lacquer box. It reminds me of something. It's locked. Now how am I going to open it? Wait a second. This is my room as it was when I was 12. I get it. I had a lacquer box like the one I saw in Lisa's room. I've got to find it. Perhaps my box will help me open Lisa's. When I open them, I bet I'll find something really important. The same mouse? I got this in the hospital when I was born. Unbelievable. The same date and time, right down to the minute. Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi.
My name is Catherine. How are you?
Hi, Catherine. I get scared at night when it's dark, so I called out to someone. And that someone happened to be you.
Don't worry, Lisa. We'll find you soon. Do you know where you are? Do you remember how you got there?
No, we went out to play after class. Someone gave me a sip of their Coke and I felt really sleepy. The next thing I remember was waking up here.
That's terrible. What do you do during the day?
I play. They turn the light on during the day so I'm not scared.
Are you hungry?
No, they give me food. They even give me these delicious round cakes. I also have a bunch of objects that make all kinds of sounds, and I play songs on them.
Lisa, you've got to tell me something that will help us find you. For this to work, you're going to have to let me inside your dream.
Okay.
It worked! This is the room where they're keeping Lisa. Now I need to find something that will help me figure out where it's located. Our town is listed on the recipient's address, which means that Lisa must be here somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't make out the exact address. Lisa said they keep bringing her some sort of cakes all the time. They probably buy them at the same store, most likely the bakery. I need to locate the bakery where they buy food for Lisa. A store receipt. If they keep bringing her the same cakes, her kidnappers are sure to go back to the same bakery. All I need to know is where that bakery is located. How can I figure out what this receipt means? Lisa mentioned these objects she plays tunes on. Let's find those. Maybe they will help me understand the receipt. Excellent. Here's the address. Grandma, I saw Lisa in my dream again.
That's wonderful. What did you find out?
First of all,
Unbelievable.
I went into her dream, and I saw a receipt from the bakery where I think her kidnappers are buying her food.
This is a very important piece of information. What's the name of the bakery?
Fat Man Bakery. There was an address on the receipt. I'll go over there right now and watch the shoppers. I even know what one of the kidnappers looked like, and he doesn't even know it.
Great idea, but please be careful.
I will. Hi.
Hello. What can I get for you?
Nothing. I just stopped by to take a look.
Okay, but I recommend our house desserts. They are absolutely delicious.
Sounds good. I'll be sure to try them.
Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot of work to do. Mrs. Brown came by again with her grandson, and that little brat started throwing stuff around again. Now I've got this big mess to clean up. But she's friends with the owner, so there isn't much I can do.
I can help you if you want.
That would be great. And I'll go check the second batch of pastries to make sure they don't burn. Computerized ovens are a great thing. But someone has to keep an eye on those pastries.
Second batch?
Yeah, the first one is ready. I just need to load the pastries on the trays.
I can help you with that too.
Really? I can't thank you enough. Thanks. You really helped me a lot.
You're welcome. How are your new pastries doing?
I got to them just in time. Now they have to cool for a while. We've got this order to bake our special house cake today. Do you know how to bake a cake?
No, but I've always wanted to learn.
Okay. Do you want me to show you how?
Yes, please.
First of all, you've got to use only premium ingredients. We have them all right here in this store. Then you need to mix them in certain amounts and place them in the oven. Can you handle it?
Sure.
What a beautiful cake! You're a natural baker. Now comes the most important part, decorating the cake. The cake has to look good to make that all-important first impression. I'm done with baking for today. Thanks a lot for your help. Now, let me treat you to one of our house desserts.
Sure, I'd love one.
And how are you gentlemen doing today? That will be $9.70.
That's him. And there's another guy with him.
Thank you. Come again. Hey, why did you run off?
I thought I saw a guy that I know, but I was wrong. Is your offer for dessert still on?
Sure. Here's some coffee and dessert. On the house.
Thanks.
Oh, well, hello, Catherine.
How are you doing, John?
Did you find what you were looking for?
I have. That car you saw, it belongs to Mr. Rosenfeld. He drove it to the school to pick up his godson.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you the same thing. I saw Mr. Rosenfeld driving his car today.
Did he drive to the school again?
No, not this time. He came to the community center this morning to attend the final audition of the kids who are going to take part in the state youth talent show.
Mr. Rosenfeld was there?
Yes, he came to support his godson.
His godson is in the competition?
Yes, he won the local competition and is going to represent our town in the state finals.
I didn't realize Mr. Rosenfeld had such a gifted godson.
Well, frankly, my impression is that he's just an ordinary boy. He's just not exceptional, to be honest. Lisa Fremont would have been the natural winner, But now everyone's pretending like everything's okay, and nothing happened.
Lisa?
She's the really gifted one. She had a good chance of outshining the competition in the state finals.
Let's just hope she turns up and gets another chance in next year's competition.
Yeah, I sure hope she does. Well, it was nice talking to you, Catherine.
Nice talking to you too.
Those guys who came out of the bakery before you, do you know who they were?
I thought one of them was an old friend of mine who I haven't seen in years, but they left too quickly. I didn't get a chance to see who they were for sure. Do you know them?
I thought I'd met one of the guys earlier this week under some weird circumstances, but I can't remember where. I'm sorry, but I'm overwhelmed by this strange recurring dream I've been having lately. Perhaps I'll remember it later.
What dream?
It's very strange, and every time I wake up, I forget everything. I just remember it's always the same, but the specifics elude me.
I would love to know more about that dream of yours. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Catherine.
Whose dream is this now? Boy, this is weird. John?
Catherine, good to see you again.
Is this the strange dream you were talking about?
Yes, this UFO has crash-landed here. We've got to help these aliens get home.
Do you know how?
I think we should try and fix their flying saucer. How else are they going to be able to leave?
Okay, let's try to fix it.
Excellent. Now they can probably make it to their planet, except the batteries need to be recharged to power the spaceship for takeoff. Their charger was damaged when they crash landed.
Let's try to charge them using a regular power outlet and check their system while we're at it.
Okay. Great. They're all set now. Say, where are they? They must have hidden somewhere.
Let's find them.
Good job. Thanks, Catherine. You really helped me sort this weird dream out.
I hope it never haunts you again.
I'm pretty sure it won't. Wait a minute. Now I remember where I saw one of those guys who came out of the bakery the other day.
Really? Where?
I saw him yesterday, in Central Park. He looked funny, with all these cameras hanging off of him.
Cameras?
I thought he was taking some nature photos of the animals in the park or something.
That's weird. Thanks, John.
No, thank you.
See you. This is Central Park. It looks just as beautiful, but why the park? Could this have something to do with what John just told me? I guess it does. After all, there are some cameras here on the bench. John said the man was taking nature photos. Maybe if I do the same thing, I will figure something out.
Hey, I see you're taking pictures. My boss asked me to give this to you.
A note. This has got to be important. Hey, Squirrel, I have a nut for you. Hey, give that back! How am I going to get that note back? Good morning, Grandma.
Good morning, Catherine. I went to bed early last night, and I didn't have a chance to ask you how your investigation is going.
I saw one of the kidnappers in the bakery yesterday. I tried to follow him, but I lost him.
That's too bad. He'll probably show up again, though, and you'll catch him next time.
I also saw Lisa's teacher, Mr. Carlson, in the bakery. I've talked to him before, remember?
Did he tell you anything new?
Yes. He saw that car again, and he knows it belongs to Mr. Rosenfeld. He also told me Mr. Rosenfeld's godson had won the final audition for the state youth talent show and will now compete in the state finals.
So?
Lisa Fremont was the prime candidate for the state finals before she went missing.
Well, that sounds like a mere coincidence.
Yeah, but that's not everything. I met another kidnapper in a dream, and he remembered receiving this note from Mr. Rosenfeld that said they had something to take care of after school on Tuesday.
That's when Lisa was kidnapped.
That's right. So I think Mr. Rosenfeld is involved after all.
That's a possibility. You should go see him again and try to find out more. You didn't give him that invitation the first time, did you?
No, I forgot.
Okay, here's another one. This gives you a reason to see him again.
Okay, I'll go see him now.
Hello, Miss Tabor.
How are you doing today, Mr. Rosenfeld?
Please, follow me to my office. What brings you back this time?
The last time I was here, I forgot to give you the invitation to my grandmother's party. So I'm here to give it to you now.
What was that? I'm sorry, Miss Tabor. Hold that thought. I have to go find out what happened.
Sure, no problem. If Mr. Rosenfeld is involved in Lisa's kidnapping, there has to be some sort of evidence around here somewhere.
Sorry I kept you waiting. My secretary is out again, and there was this...
Never mind, here's your invitation.
Thanks. I'll be there. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of work to do. I'll see you later.
Bye, Mr. Rosenfeld. Hi, Grandma.
Good evening, Catherine. How did your meeting with Mr. Rosenfeld go?
I found this photo in his office of him in front of the house from my dream. That proves Mr. Rosenfeld was involved in kidnapping Lisa.
I think you're right. What are you planning to do next?
I'm going to bed. I always find the best information when I'm sleeping.
That's what I was going to suggest anyway. And besides, I'm about to go to bed too. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day.
Good night, Grandma.
Sweet dreams, Catherine.
A dream again. This looks like a very luxurious house. I'm not sure, but I guess this may be one of Mr. Rosenfeld's dreams. I need to find a way to make sure, but I guess it doesn't really matter whose dream this is, as long as it helps me with my investigation. Got it! There's a secret compartment. The address at last! I'll go there first. Happy birthday, Grandma!
Good morning, Catherine. Thank you. It's going to be a crazy day today with so many guests coming. Any illuminating dreams you want to tell me about?
Yes, I know how to find the house in that photo, and I think that's where Lisa is being held.
Where is it?
It's 11 miles northwest of town, down Oak Road.
I think that's pretty close to here, actually, but I'm not quite sure. Are you sure you don't want to go to the police first?
I don't know. What if Lisa isn't there? I don't have any proof, just information I saw in my dreams. I need to make sure she's there first. Do you know how to get there?
No, but there was a map in the house somewhere. Last time I saw it, your cousins were looking at it during their last visit.
Did they stay upstairs like they always do?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go upstairs and look.
Catherine, while you're there, can you also look for my press awards? I let your cousins play with them and haven't seen them since. I should have known better.
Okay, Grandma, I'll look.
Thanks.
Gosh, I was a kid the last time I was up here. It was ages ago. It's fascinating up here, but man, what a mess. I don't know how anyone can find anything here. Okay, I guess I'll start with Grandma's awards.
Catherine, I think someone was calling your cell phone. It's here in your purse.
Thanks, Grandma. I found your awards.
Great, thanks. But it looks like I'm missing one, my silver mic. It was my very first award, and it is very dear to me. It's got to be around here somewhere.
Okay, I'll look.
Thanks.
Here's your award, Grandma.
Thank you so much, Catherine.
Okay, now I can look for the map. Great! Now I know how to get there. Grandma, I found the map. May I borrow your car and drive over there?
No, not today, dear. My famous pink Volkswagen Beetle is out front now. It's out there for my guests to see. Many of them probably remember it. It evokes so many memories for me. I drove it at the height of my journalistic career.
But Grandma, how am I going to get over there? You don't want me to take a cab, do you?
Are you sure you don't want to wait for Bill Manny? He could drive you over there. It may be too dangerous to go alone.
What if no one's there? If you were young and in my shoes, would you wait for someone to take you there?
Well, you're right. I would probably just go over there and sort it out myself. I know how you feel, but I'm not giving you my car. But there's another car in the garage out back. I haven't used it in years, so it might not start.
Okay, I'll go check it out. If it's capable of moving at all, I'll borrow it. Thanks, Grandma.
Okay, Catherine. I've still got a lot to do before my guests arrive.
Okay, here's the garage and there's the car. I wonder what could be wrong with it. Aha! A flat tire! I just need to find a pump and put some air into it. It's not working. The air is coming right back out. There must be a leak in the tire. Maybe there's a spare tire and a jack here somewhere. The tire is good to go now. Now I just need to ask Grandma for the keys. Well, I'm here at last. The door at the end of the hallway looks like the door to Lisa's room in that dream. I wonder... Sounds like one of those security guards. I'll need to distract him. It worked! Now I've got to find the keys to Lisa's room and let her out.
I knew you would find me.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Sheriff, I've got to ask you, how's the search for that missing girl going?
I'm sorry to say that we're out of leads. Do you have any information that might help?
Me? No way. If I knew anything, I would tell you right away.
Yes, I'm sure you would. Lisa, how did you get in here? Miss Tabor, how did you find her? Where was she?
The kidnappers were holding her in town on Oak Road, and Lisa and I both know who the kidnapper is. And he's right here in this room.
Who is it?
That's him.
Mr. Rosenfeld, stop! Where do you think you're going? On behalf of the police department, we'd like to thank you. Let's go, Lisa. We'll need to contact your parents and take a statement at the police department.
Way to go, Catherine. This is one birthday that I'll never forget, all thanks to your good work. I wonder what you'll dream about tonight.